Hello chat, welcome in. How are we doing today? Schmitty, welcome in mate at Babril Adobo, g'day to you. Aussie Freeman here, taking over the stream from Anzac. Anzac's having a night off tonight. So, we've got a goal in mind here, chat. We're going to be documenting every species in the Isles today. Hello Stanman, good to see you again. The plan is to get in and document each and every species currently on the island. I think we're going to need to include a deaths counter here. I dare say they're going to get murdered. But that won't deter Aussie Freeman. We have a mission. Trust all of you are having a lovely end to your weekends, your Sunday evening, or indeed if you're here down under with us, happy Bloody Monday. Just going to sort out Buddy's camera here. Give me 2 secs. Look at that butt. All right, excellent. So we'll indeed be joining Petits Pieds Island. There is a high population on the island. I'm hoping this is going to give us the best chance of documenting each and every species. I'm also looking for a camera operator and a sound engineer. If anyone out there in chat would like to join us, more than welcome to. We're over on NA. Dobo's in, excellent. Dobo can be our camera operator. You'll just need your flashlight, Adobo. Now, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The Rainy Isle. Well, we have been transported. In unfamiliar surrounds. Exiting from the cave entrance into what appears to be the swamps. We have our trusty revolver. Should we run into any trouble? See if we can figure out our flashlight here in a second. And then we will begin our adventure. Are we to you, Pickled? It's going to be a difficult experience documenting the Isle without a light. Figure out what that button is. Got it. Excellent. Alright, to consider us having documented a species, we must shine the light on it and provide some scientific commentary as to their behavior. Starting in the swamps, we would be hoping to come across Dinosuchus in their natural habitat here. Schmitty doing good today? I'm doing well, thank you, Schmitty. I'll pass on your love for Anzac streams when he rejoins us tomorrow. So we go in search of the local fauna. My mind is abuzz with the possibilities of what we might run into here on this prehistoric island. In the distance we hear a Troodon's call. As we document each species, they will be removed from the list with the goal of documenting every single one of the species here on the island. We have no compass, so we are rather blindly heading in a direction that we believe to be south. Ideally, we can make it to the beach. That would be key for us. Is there a moderator in chat can ban that Streambo message? Thank you, mod. That Isle has a extremely high annual rainfall. It is a wet, hot and humid environment, ideal for the thriving dinosaur species that we find here. Ideal conditions. The flora grows strong and fast, feeding up those herbivores, which in turn feeds up those carnivores. It is a carefully balanced ecosystem here on Ibrima. We hope to simply inject ourselves into the environment. We do not wish to alter or change the lives of these dinosaurs as we travel. We are merely observers. I believe with my vast knowledge of the island, we are at the corner of the swamps region. We head to the west. We should come up to the South Plains. South Plains is always thriving with dinosaur activity. We are sure to come across some of our species to document. Yes, Pickled, we do get hungry and we do get thirsty. We will have to maintain our diet and thirst here. Evan, hello to you, welcome in. I appreciate that, Evan. Ace has paid for an entire Aussie Freeman stream this evening. felt like taking the night off, so I stepped in. Thank you for contributing to the 24-hour stream goal challenge, Evan. Myself and Ace really appreciate that. So our journey has begun, chat. It's 6 p.m. Isle time. The lives of the dinos at night seem to come alive, to coin a phrase. Generally, the herbivores will huddle together for protection, and the carnivores will hunt. If we are very lucky, we will witness one of those hunts. I'm glad we're wearing our wet weather gear. We have on our Cooper hat, wicking away all the moisture. It's miserable out here, but it's not cold. The environment on Bonavoma is warm and humid. Thank you for contributing to the 24-hour stream gold challenge, Little Dixie. Appreciate you. Now, I do have a fancy gadget here. We have night vision, chat. Let's turn on some night vision for our viewers around the world. They can see what's happening out here in the undergrowth. The jungle is silent under the heavy rainfall. All the dinos hunking down for shelter and protection. All goers welcome in. Appreciate you, Gorgors. Aussie Freeman here, having a wonderful day. Trust you are as well. Raid coming in. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Miss Shadow. How we doing today? Get down. Anzac Ace is taking a night off, Miss Shadow and Raiders. Have Aussie Freeman here this evening, documenting the Isle. Our goal is to document every species here on the Isle, and here we may have our first. The mighty Triceratops. Isn't he a beauty? The apex herbivore here on the Isle. Weighing many, many tons. Truly, the apex out here on this island. All fear the Triceratops. Just look at those horns. Able to gore a charging Sarah with one swipe of its head. Looks to be a fairly rare skin pattern on this Triceratops, who is being very friendly at this stage. The leucistic pattern. Absolute stunner. What a beast. Afraid of nothing, the Triceratops does not mind traveling in the darkness. You can also hear the soft beats of some hunters possibly coming to look for this Triceratops. Possibly Troodons. Let's follow the Triceratops now as it migrates, searching for food. Had coffee the other day, though. The rain is finished with the last vestiges of sunlight creeping down below the horizon. Hear some pitter-patter in the grass. Could this be our second species? Sounds like the Troodon. Stealthy hunters, the Troodons hide in the grass. Heard but not seen, we'll continue the journey of the Triceratops. In search of diets, a search of nutrition, the mighty Triceratops feeds. It's a lonely life for a trike. Rare, solitary. This mighty specimen, growing stronger, eating entire trees with one mouthful, one big gulp, and that tree is gone. Constantly on the move, searching for nutrition. The Triceratops pounds through the undergrowth. Another single mouthful, and the aloe vera is gone. The cries of juvenile carnivores in the distance. The trike pauses for a moment. Scents, looks, sniffs for danger. I'm not too sure on the sex of the trike, Evan. I'm not too keen to get close enough to sex them. Another plant devoured in one bite. The sun setting, the rays coming through the jungle. What a sight to behold. And that roar, the jungle trembles. Truly a specimen. Welcome in, Mandy. Ace is having a break tonight. Aussie Freeman here. And so, we shall leave our trike. Our first interaction with the native wildlife of Roma has proven a success. The mighty Triceratops, despite its size, camouflaged into the jungle in an instant, rather terrified for any carnivore out there looking for a meal. So we shall continue. Let us cross Triceratops off our list. Successful. Further into South Plains we go. What will be our next species? I can hear it running, but I cannot see it. That is terrifying. Might we see a Dinosuchus in the river? Might we catch a rare glimpse at a Bepiosaurus? Possibly even a Herrerasaurus in the treetops. Hopefully not too close a look at a Herrerasaurus. A body. A dead Tenonto. Something approaches. A Troodon. The rarely seen cat-white Troodon. Hunts in the shadows, using its venom and its numbers. This Troodon particularly well camouflaged with its green pattern. Pack hunters, they're very social animals, the Troodon. There he is drinking, hydrating from another long day, I'm sure, hunting the sanctuaries. Do not underestimate their looks, their cuteness. They can be vicious killers. Their venom proves deadly against even some of the hardiest and larger dinosaurs. This Troodon seems to be on their lonesome, however, possibly searching for a pack. Oh, there's another one. Where there's one, there's many. The Troodon is a fresh egg, just a juvenile, this baby Troodon. Chirping and calling to each other. We'll try to find him in the bush here. That is a Troodon latching onto us. And now the Troodon venom is working in our system. The fog of war descends. They're being latched in by another Troodon. Think we've outstayed our welcome, chat. You're going to try and swim for it. Hopefully this is not the moment we come across the Dinosuchus. The Troodons have followed. Not sure what faux pas we've made in the Troodon society, but for whatever reason, we are not wanted here. The venom has abated. That was a brief look at a raptor. A very, very brief look at a raptor. Troodon and Triceratops documented. Right, we go again. We're at water access this time. Now, here we might get to meet the mighty Dinosuchus. Oh, there we go. We'll head over to a popular drinking spot here. See what might be hanging out. A raptor. Not many raptors. Omniraptors. Smart hunters, pack killers. Hopefully they're not very hungry, and Aussie Freeman might just make it out of this one alive. That purple coloration on that one is awesome. The variation in their colour patterns is quite striking. It's like a smaller pack. There were 3. As quickly as they appear, they disappear, again camouflaged into the undergrowth. Pack hunters and very smart. The omniraptors, you must be careful of. But wait, what's this? Another member of the documentary crew. Let's see if we can raise some communication. We can, it's our cameraman. Hello, cameraman. Shed some light on the situation, cameraman. Beautiful work. Aren't they gorgeous creatures? Not to be underestimated. It's a rare privilege to be this close to raptors. They appear to know that we pose no threat. Hunting the shoreline, searching for prey. The raptor's life is one of constant movement. With many stomachs and mouths to feed, their desire for food is constant. Luckily enough, we do not appear that tasty to the raptor. They're only inquisitive about our presence here on the isle. Going to try and communicate with this one here appears to understand that we are of no threat. I am mimicking its movements and spinning in a circle. The raptor seems pleased. The raptor is sniffing our cameraman very intently. Just stay calm, cameraman. Stay calm, stay still. That is not a friendly bark. That raptor's really taken a liking to you, cameraman. Let us continue. Thank you, raptors. Thank you for not immediately murdering Aussie Freeman and his documentary turd. The cameraman said it smells the pee. Onward. We can cross the Omniraptor off our list. Crit like the wind. dark as the shadows. The perfect predator. Bears we need to lay down to drink. It's a new way of doing it. Whatever gets the job done, I suppose. Almost seems peaceful here at water access. I wonder if we can summon a Dinosuchus from the depths. We'll try Morse code with the flashlight. All appears quiet. It is not the Dinosuchus you can see that you must fear. It is the one that you cannot see that poses the greatest threat. The raptors look on patiently, possibly waiting for my small documentary crew here to attract some prey. Footsteps. Dinosuchus are all stalking. Nothing attracted to our Morse code flashlights. Let us continue, cameraman. Alright, let's cross the Omniraptor off our list. A rare look into an Omniraptor pack without being eaten. It is quiet, Sandman. Too quiet. I agree. Just gonna turn up the world sound here. Let me know if it gets too out of balance. We'll turn up the sounds of the jungle. Now let's cross some river here, cameraman. Would like to get up to the sanctuary here. And again, hopefully this is not the moment we meet our Dinosuchus. There he is. We're going to call you cameraman number 1. Okay, cameraman number 1. So I'm not sure how long you're going to last. We don't want to get too cozy and acquainted. Now without a compass, this is going to be a little difficult. I think if we just use Dead Reckoning and we head about this way, we'll be successful. And here a Dinosuchus in the distance is a low grumble, searching for a mate. Out there in the darkness somewhere. Trust you've all had wonderful weekends wherever you are in the world. Welcome into your Sunday evening matinee, the Isle of Roma documentary with yours truly, Aussie Freeman. Appreciate you all joining us today. I hope that each and every one of you, all you ladies and gentlemen, every boy and girl, takes home a kernel of knowledge from the stream today. Hope that you learned something you didn't know before joining us this evening. Welcome in, Giga. I admit, I did not expect there to be a road here. Is this the road to the sanctuary? Could very well be. Onward into the jungle. Deeper into the jungle, cameraman number 1. Success. We are at the sanctuary. Let's gain some height. See if we can look down into the sanctuary proper. We could jump over the dam. Okay. Oh. The bees do not like vermin, it appears. That is a Ceratosaurus. Arguably the apex predator out here on the Roma at the moment. This one looks scarred from battle. It appears to be towing a juvenile Sera along with it. They are possibly related, very similar color patterns. It's likely that this adult Sera has been fighting for food for its young charge. Not threatened by our presence, they wander away again into the undergrowth to continue their evening hunt. Welcome in, Londo. Nice to see you. The call of the Sera. A terrifying sound. Seems to attack the lightning too. Oh. So gave big lightning to our face. Aussie Freeman and cameraman number 1. Funerals this coming Tuesday. I have reawakened. Down a flying cameraman number 2. Where we are exactly, I am unsure. And we're buried into a cave. I believe we're at the base of Highlands. Onward. Nighttime is nearly finished. At least we have that running in our favor. What is that compound that we've just left? Is this west access? About those islands down there. think it might be west access and down that way's west rail. Let's follow the road, chat. We'll follow the road, see where it leads us. See what new species we can discover and document for posterity. Now, I think we'd count that as documenting the Ceratosaurus. We had a few minutes with them before their hunger won out. Cameraman number 2 is in the east. But we've had in the sky, look, a pteranodon. The flying carnivore on the Isle of Roma. Feared by juveniles and hatchlings the island over. We'd ideally get a closer look here at the pteranodon. Can we encourage it to fly down to us? Maybe if we hold out some birdseed? Let's see. Yeah, chicky, 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 chicky. Nah, chicky, 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 chicky. Not interested. Pteranodon is staying put. That short little leg. And Robin's Freeman's, Aussie Freeman's legs are for Mrs. Freeman only. We are. There's west access for sure. Those are the northern islands. There's the dome, so let's head this way to west rail access. Another area on the island that has high biodiversity readings as West Rail access. Producers wanted to ensure that we visited West Rail at some stage today's show. It is a likely place where we're going to find the mighty Carnotaurus. If we're very lucky, the elusive Dilophosaurus. As the sun rises, the sky grows bluer. Another night survived out here on the Isle of Roma. The morning song, the dinosaur's call. Well, that's a good question, Adoro. Let's try it. Trying to do a fancy thing here. Teleport our cameraman to us. Let's see. There's a code for you, cameraman. See what that might do for you. Alia, recommend cameraman number 2. We don't talk about cameraman number 1. The Dilo. Heard but not seen. Multiple Dilos. The Dilo immediately murdered Aussie Freeman. No hesitation. Run, cameraman number 2, run. The leatherheads only have one thing on their brain, and that is murder. Aussie Freeman documentary crew hiring for cameraman number 3. Down near the swamps once again. Hunt for the mighty Dino Circus continues. So we'll head to the delta this time. Hark, a Herabipiosaurus. Arguably the cutest of the dino species found here on Avroma. The Bipiosaurus, however, is not to be underestimated. Their claws can quickly eviscerate even the largest prey, causing extreme bleeding and sudden loss of life. Considered semi-aquatic, the Bipiosaurus is much more accustomed to life in the water than it is on land. Having webbed feet, it swims with the best of them. To the water's edge now, we'll travel along the natural migration route out of the swamps towards the delta. Hoping, praying, to come across the mighty Dinosuchus. Another gorgeous sunrise over the island. Beautiful blue skies. The cicadas are chirping. The birds singing to the rising sun. Distant sounds of wildlife can be heard. The mudflats look peaceful, to not be fooled. Get stuck in that mud, and it can spell the end. This is the migratory river. The Dinosuchus maneuver up and out of the swamps and into the river delta of Avroma. The muddy water hides many lurking eyes. We shall continue along the edge of the river. What's the worst that could happen? The distant grumble of a Dinosuchus. They should be able to mess with that, Mandy. With the little stream avatars box underneath the stream window, you can change all of that around. Appreciate that, little Dixie. Take that as a compliment. You're on mobile. Copy that, Mandy. The rivers on Avroma run like veins across the island's body, bringing nutrients, also bringing predators to every section of this island. The Dinosuchus Highway. Both picturesque and deadly at any moment. Without a care for our own safety, with the ultimate goal of bringing you the best footage, we risk it all at the water's edge. The low rumble of a Dinosuchus is growing ever closer. A body in the water. A Petiosaurus at his menace end. That may very well attract the Dinosuchus that we're looking for. Just get out onto the coast here. We'll check a common lazing spot for the crocodiles. Basking spot. It looks picturesque and peaceful. We have brought our deck chair today. Fold that out on the beach. Just sun ourselves for a moment. Crystal blue water. A tropical paradise. Heard a wee splash. Might we have company? Human footprints on these sands. An unusual sight. We'll try signaling with the flashlight. Appreciate you, Mandy. Quiet. Out from the distant rumble. Let us continue north. Travel up Delta. Footsteps. That might have been us. The soundscape is very weird as a human. It is omnidirectional. As if you can swim around at the entrance to the delta and not get crooked. That sounds close. And I'll put a direction on it. Check the crash bond here.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
Recommend honey badger. Pteranodon. See it fly, searching for a meal, searching for fish. See if we can catch up to that pteranodon. I'm sure he saw us. He's continued up the other side there. What's up here is we don't swim. Morgan Freeman's got the lead in his feet. He ran along the bottom of the water. Hear the faint wing beats of that pteranodon. That is a crocodile eating. Where are you, Dinosuchus? Flying eggs. They must be the pteranodon eggs, taken flight while still inside the shell. The delta, a rich and abundant area. Lots of flora for the herbivores to eat, such as these red berries. Red berries are favorite of every herbivore. Sweet and nutritious. A Dinosuchus. We've spotted one. What a beast. Will he come up and greet us friendly? Does not appear too bothered by our presence. What a gorgeous coloration, the emerald green. Traversing the delta, scenting for a meal. He slips under the water. Oh, he has a human's body in his mouth. Jammerman number 3 no make it chat. Wow, just look at those teeth. Growing to a max size of 8 tons. Dinosuchus, the apex predator of any water. Anywhere you find water here on the Isle, expect there to be one of these behemoths, capable of tearing almost any other species limb from limb. They will drag you to the depths and drown you. Luckily for us, he is recently even cameraman number 3. Just gorgeous. Cold, cold, dead eyes of a killer. Camo coloration. Natural camouflage in these deep and murky waters. What a gorgeous fella. Ill-advised chat that my late great friend Steve Irwin coined the phrase, "Crikey, ain't she a beaut?" Now you just stay calm there, darling. Just gonna jump on your back. It's for your own good, okay? Too big for even Aussie Freeman to mount. Oh, there we go. We got on. Success. We've tagged the mighty Dinosuchus. What a legend. A legend in these waters. And away he swims. The definition of aura. Right there. Not only have we documented the Dinosuchus, we have survived. The journey up the river continues. Just take a moment to cross the Dinosuchus off our list. Now we did hear a Bethiosaurus somewhere in this delta. We will continue our journey in search of that elusive young murder penguin. Project Riveri, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you very much. I'll pass that on to Anzac Ace when he returns. We're going across, actually. Let's get over to the main thoroughfare on the western side of the delta. It's ill-advised to swim in these waters. And it appears the local Dinosuchus population are allowing our safe passage. It is a terrifyingly wide expanse of water. Aussie Freeman is not afraid. Even the grass on this island is Jurassic. You can see the Toy stands tall. Upriver we go. The journey continues. What will we discover next? What species can we get close to and document? Make our way north to where the delta splits. There's a bridge along that section. You might be able to stop at that bridge. Get a good angle on viewing the river. Up and away from it, giving us a bird's eye view. Will allow us to document without interaction. It's simply be observers. It's a long way to go when you're on your feet. Think the production company might have forked out for some sort of mode of transportation here. Pteranodon. Yeah, a fleeting look at a pteranodon. Skittish and solitary. Not interested in our bird seed. Hopefully he finds a meal soon. He may turn around and decide that we are his next meal. As you can see, lots of flora for the herbivores here in the Delta, a nutrient-rich zone. There is the pteranodon in all its glory, silently swooping along in the skies. A particularly gorgeous specimen. Brilliant red coloration on top. Pure white underneath. He's really just toying with us, showing off his flying skills for us here. What amazing footage we can get for you today from a Vroma. Some call the pteranodon the rat of the sky, but not me. A gorgeous creature. Deciding that we were not to be messed with. It did not look tasty enough. The pteranodon continues its search for its natural food. And is now pteranodon off the list. Hell yeah, Mandy. That's awesome. Let's try these red berries. Well, we are a fatty, gone in one dive. Gets roughage. Now, we do need some water. Let's hope that our uneasy truce with the Deinosuchus continues. And yes, that is how Aussie Freeman drinks. He lays down on his back. Another Deinosuchus, slipping beneath the waves. Just hungry enough to murder us, I suspect. Let us just take a step, and you might be able to get on this rock and be safe. We cannot get on the rock. Besides, he may be documenting the inside of a Deinosuchus here. in moments. Just laying down so they were easier to swallow. That was the sound of something else. A Tenontosaurus. Our second herbivore of the documentary. You're not going to want to stand there, Tenontosaurus. And I want to be very careful, my Ateno friend. What a gorgeous specimen. Long and powerful tail, not yet fully grown. This Tenontosaurus is just living its life in the delta. Growing big and strong on all of that available fauna as we mentioned. Trying to not become a meal themselves. Naturally camouflaged. Often found in packs. This Tenonto solo. Friendly little purrs and clicks coming from the Tenonto we shall follow. Immediately fades into the undergrowth. Let's see how the Tenonto reacts when we eat its food. Unfazed, and immediately gone into the undergrowth once again. A playful young specimen. A rare, brief look at a friendly Tenonto is faded back into the grass, back into the jungle. Just interested, quizzical, wondering what this young Aussie Freeman was all about. Tenonto's off the list. Second herbivore down. Upstream, we continue. Stranded on cries in the distance. Through the trees, just make out. Human structure, the bridge over the delta. Make our way onto the bridge. See if we can observe any wildlife. The bit of view. Something in the broad bushes. What is here? A young stegosaurus. Cameraman number 3 is here somewhere. A cute little baby stego. Illy fresh spawned. Naturally camouflaged. It's Sphagamizer. Truly feared by the other species here on Avroma. Cameraman number 3, welcome to the team. Gorgeous young fella. Oh, he is not friendly. Did not like the look of cameraman number 3. There's no need for that young stego. We pose no threat. Simply here to document you, gorgeous beast. Taking an aggressive stance. Must keep our distance from the young stag. One swing of that Sphagamizer, and it will be all over for this documentary crew. Appears to be letting out some friendly calls, though its raised tail tells a different story. Run, cameraman number 3, run. They take this thing, it's the blood. Alright, with that in the head, we'll leave you alone like young stego. And Kane, thank you for the contributing to the challenge, mate. Appreciate you. 24-hour stream goal, chat. Let's get Amzak Case over the line here for the next 24-hour stream. Alright, to the bridge. Not the greatest of views. We suffer from our small stature here compared to all of the species of dinos. Let's get down onto the sandy beach there, at the cove and the bridge at the bend of the river. Kangled Leon, thank you for contributing to the challenge. Honey Badger as well, thank you, thank you. Our human ankles, yep, we're okay. We can take a little bit of a drop. This is another likely zone to see our mighty Dinosuchus. I'm sure that if we hang by the shore, we can attract one up out on the depths. This is the perspective of humans drinking. Gotta get right in there. It's very heavy, the water here at Avroma. Can't pick it up. Have to lay on your back to drink. Surely nothing bad will happen to us here. Such a peaceful bend of the river. Rather quieter than I had anticipated. Let's head back over the bridge. Come on, cameraman number 3. We'll make our way to Highlands. Ideally at Highlands, we can knock over a few more of our herbivores on the documentary list. There's often a big mixed pack of herbivores up at Highlands, congregating for safety. Didn't offer you any modes of transportation either, cameraman number 3. Jurassic Park Jeep would have gone a long way for this documentary. We will persist. On a shoestring budget, we will bring this documentary to the world. Cameraman number 3 understands what we're spending. The budget is just for replacing the cameraman. Ceratosaurus calls in the distance. A Tridon calls as well. Getting to Highlands is one thing. Surviving the Highlands is an entirely different situation. We have our press pass. We have all of our credentials and paperwork squared away. Unfortunately, at the last time of checking, dinosaurs do not read and do not care about our credentials. They simply want to know if we're tasty or not. So, sadly seems at this stage, dinos will only be as aggressive as to their level of hunger. The herbivores we've come across so far have only been inquisitive. Half of the carnivores have straight up eaten us. You'll note as we come up out of the jungle, the biome changes into the highland tundra, the grassland plains, the lower reaches of highlands. Ever upward, we must climb. Climb up into the highest altitudes on the island, where the air is thin and the dinosaurs abundant. Cameraman number 3 asking for a lunch break. Just be thankful you're not lunch. Cameraman number 3. You're fast running out of light. night time in the Highlands. A dangerous proposition. One that will, if nothing else, provide for excellent content. Sounds of the evening begin to fill the air around us. Crickets chirping. Soft rumble of dinos in the distance. A raptor sneaking through the grass. And away. Turned to check us out, but was uninterested in our small documentary crew. No doubt, moving toward access to meet up with his pack. After what feels like an age, legs cramping, mouths parched. You're climbing into Highlands proper. The grassland plains give way to the highland tundra. Fauna changes dramatically. Danger could be anywhere on these highlands. From the depths of the lake to the tops of the trees. Herrerasaurus like to make the highlands their home. And climb we continue. What feels like the never-ending journey from one peak to the next. At last, in front of us, the Highland Lake sprawls. Greeted by what can only be described as a picturesque scene. In the distance, a Dinosuchus travels on the surface, scenting for their next meal. Sun slowly slipping down towards the mountaintops. To the wallow. Last vestiges of the light. Fading away. Hello, Tenno, they came out of nowhere and scared the shit out of me. What a beast. Now that is a full-grown Tenno. Hugely powerful tail and legs. Often in packs. Really solo. This Tenno may have lost its family. Let's follow the Tenno as it travels through the tundra. Letting out a yelp and jumping. Was that a warning? Was that an invitation? A response? Let us witness the reunification of Tenno with his family. This Temo's scarred. It's been fighting for its very survival. In a happy scene, the Temos reunited. That Temo has brought us some lavender. A gift. A gift. We shall treasure our lavender flower always. We bow to the Temo. Let us continue, cameraman number 3. Very cold, little Dixie. Let's see if we can offer our lavender gift to the next dinosaur that we come across. We pull out our flashlight as well as carry the lavender. Now we cannot. They'll need your light, cameraman. To the wallow. Often we'll find the Diaboliceratops here. Myosaura. Sounds quiet. However, this evening, possibly herbivores have migrated. A galley running quick, the Ferrari of the forest. Blink and you'll miss it. The galley is gone. Gallimimus, truly an elusive creature. Blinking, you'll miss it. Galley speed, its key survival mechanic. You can't hit what you can't see. Galley, one moment there, the next, gone. Cameraman, let's share some lavender. Time for a supper break. Gone. Now that Gallimimus looked like it was on a mission. We'll hear it again, maybe. No. Come back, Goose. There she is. And me a baby. What beautiful blue eyes you have. What a gorgeous creature. The comparison between the Gallimimus and our modern day ostrich and emus is apparent. Something bigger this way comes. Cutest little chip of any dino. Juvenile Galley. What a treat to behold. And what is this, chat? A giant Stegosaurus. King of the Highlands. The Thagomizer with meter-long spikes. Ready to end any carnivore that gets too close. This old grizzly Stegosaurus has been ruling these highlands for years. What a specimen. What a privilege to be this close to such a magnificent creature. Moving to the water's edge to drink, the Stegosaurus fears no crocodile. Simply too massive for a crocodile to grab, and sporting that brutal-looking Thagomizer. Any croc that tries it will surely perish to the Stegosaurus. Let's take this opportunity to have a drink ourselves. It's thirsty work out here. Not the most efficient way to drink. We are slowly rehydrating. 1 handful at a time. Dinosaurus. Dinosaurus from the depths has come for the stag. The stag has killed the first giant Dinosaurus. The second flees in terror. What an incredible moment. Tell me we got that on film, cameraman number 3. That is what this journey is all about, ladies and gentlemen at home. Incredible moments like that. The Stegosaurus victorious. Trophy shop on the Stego. The grip and grin, they call it. That is a full-size Dinosaurus. Dead. 2 swipes of that Thagomizer. Absolutely incredible scenes here on Freeman. We have witnessed something truly incredible. We are very lucky. I just get footage of that Dinosaurus returning. Aramencina Herrera. Versus Herrera. Let's see if we can get some footage of the mighty Herrerasaurus, the tree rat. There he is. What a gorgeous creature. The raptor of the trees. The Herrerasaurus is an absolutely deadly predator, striking silently from the treetops. It waits, patiently, searching for its next victim. See that incredible jump. Hugely powerful legs propel the Herrerasaurus through the air. Can leap between trees. Dual purpose of those powerful legs are to leap down and on top of potential prey. Sporting razor-sharp claws and a hunger for blood, the Herrerasaurus is not to be underestimated. A bit clumsy, this Herrerasaurus. He just missed his jump to that tree. Howard, welcome in. Thank you for the biddies. Appreciate you. And back into his hiding place he goes. The cries of a Gallimimus. An adult specimen, having freshly wallowed, covering itself in the mud. gave us a angry call. Just turn our lights off here. Let the Gallimimus go about his way. He is returning. We'll bow to the Gallimimus and just trust the process. Seems to be getting more comfortable with our presence. Just like that, he disappears back into the night. Let's see now. Indeed, what has happened? The Deinosuchus has returned to eat their poor Stegosaurus-killed partner. With every death, a new beginning. Battle scarred from its recent fight. At least now it will have a full belly. Put the light on me, cameraman. I'm gonna get closer. Look at those scars. What a specimen. Beautiful, beautiful blue eyes. Perfectly suited to hunting this lake. These waters are its natural habitat. Wow. Speechless. Can't believe how close we're getting here, chat. Just incredible. Incredible scenes here. Deinosuchus will feed on the body of its recently lost packmate. Should be able to survive the next few days from the meat now provided. Gallimimus, also interested. Let's come over for a look. Stego also making its way back. Trying to bully the remaining Deinosuchus back into the lake. Deinosuchus now having learned a harsh lesson. Stego is not to be messed with. His friend's body, a stark testament to that fact. Cameraman's hungry. We need to find some food. Fortunately, we cannot scent to find food. Have to just stumble across it. Lavender. Perfect. Eat quick before the stego jumps. Let's continue our search for some more nutrients. Oh, there's some rhubarb here or something. Stego's eating it. food. On me, cameraman number 3. The Herrerasaurus, migrating uphill in the moonlight and away into the darkness. Right, let's go back to our checklist. Can mark off the Herrerasaurus. You can also mark off the Gallimimus. Clearly, we can find a few more bushes to eat here. The Highland Tundra. Not as biodiverse as we had hoped. Sadly providing some excellent scenes, though. Stegosaurus killing the Dinosuchus is absolutely incredible to witness. But we must now turn our mind's eye, to sustenance for ourselves. The stego roaming far and wide, looking for nutrients. Be a good idea to follow the stego. Can, of course, scent. Find himself food. We, if we're fast enough, can eat that food. Let's head it this way. Sally forth. Out in front. Nothing obvious. Alright. The lake has provided some excellent viewing. Some great footage for the documentary. Let's continue, cameraman number 3. Head over to the Highland Tundra. Hope for some more abundant flora for ourselves to eat there. Then we will continue down to West Rail access. The producer of the documentary pressed upon us the requirement to get to South for West Rail access. We have been murdered, I imagine, by a Herrera. Instant death. Our journey ended at Highlands. The night air on Vrima is dangerous. Shadows hide all sorts of threats. Now we dust ourselves off. We go again. The Piers. We are at Highlands once again. Did cameraman number 3 survive the Herrera? Oh yeah, I know where we are. You'll meet you at the end of that tunnel if you're still alive. Just keep going down that tunnel. I'll meet you at the end. Pretty sure. Oh, wait. What's that, Diane? There we go. Cameraman number 3 survived. 3 is the lucky number. What happens to 1 and 2? Being what do you expect happens, Ballard? Firstly a Sarah, and secondly a Dilo, I think. Getting a close-up view of the inside of some dinosaurs. Cameraman number 1 and 2. So we're moving through the tundra here. Should be able to rendezvous with cameraman number 3. Continue our documentary down to West Rail access. Danger lurks everywhere in the shadows, as you can see, chat. We've got great life insurance policies, Giga. I can assure you that the cameraman's families are well looked after. The cameraman, not so much. Nearing the rendezvous. Brilliant moonlight spilling across the tundra. Gallimimus. Gallimimus having paired together and found each other. Skittish, nervous, cold, and ran off into the shadows. A young Triosaurus, I know it's a tenor. A very young Tenonto. I see your light, cameraman number 3. Hey, yo. You survived the vicious tree rat. What an adorable specimen. Friendly and inquisitive. No learned behavior to face humans here on Afroma. Already you can see the power in that tail and those back legs. Certainly able to take care of themselves against other juvenile dinosaurs. It is far from any of its backmates, however. Now, we may be able to follow this Tenno to food. Yeah, but the dinos on the right are the ones we're yet to document. I'm slowly crossing names off the list. Our Stego we need to take off the list, absolutely. We've got some excellent footage of the Stegosaurus. Now, my guidebook says there are often food here in the tundra. Certainly appears to be here. The red berries, always good to eat the red berries. What could possibly go wrong? Continue down valley here. Sunlight starting to creep up over the horizon. You can see those brilliant orange and pinks in the clouds in the sky. Truly a beautiful place of Roma. Its beauty only matched by its danger. The mighty buddy stretches and slinks off. Having slept through the night, he is out to hunt in the early morning. The sounds of the morning begin to roll out across the land. The chirps of crickets, the faint songbirds. A frog croaks in the distance. The carefully balanced ecosystem of Roma pushes through into another day. The hoot of an owl. It is a strange and wonderful land. Modern species mixing with those from million-year origins hence. This failed experiment now being documented for the world, for posterity. On NA Scotty Beans. You see that? Sit there just for a second. You see that? You see that, chat? Just goes out underneath, looks like. The jungle, deadening the sound of the morning chorus around us. Eerily grows quiet. Only hearing the pitter-patter of Aussie Freeman's feet, mixed with that of cameraman number 3. Lulling us into a false sense of security. The feeling of being alone in this vast place is ever present. Not afraid, however, Aussie Freeman strives on. What could be around the next bend? What amazing sights have we yet to see? What incredible species are we going to document here? What interactions will we bear witness to? Nearing the destination, the Valley of West Rail access falls out in front of us. Strange fruits of this strange land glowing bright in the moonlight. Strange and wonderful fauna and flora. We will continue to the freshwater pond. Rich in biodiversity, West Rail access is a hunter's paradise. We can expect to see the mighty Carnotaurus, as well as the elusive leatherhead, the Dilophosaurus. A brief interaction with a Dilophosaurus previously ended in tragedy. The loss of the life. Cameraman number 2. Don't know about you, cameraman number 3, but I'm parched. Surely, we're safe to drink here. What's up, bud? Any bad? Any bad? Wait. Buddy the mighty hunter returns from his morning hunt. Beautiful, clean, unpolluted fresh water. Reinvigorated. Ready for what the day may bring. Out of a blue sky, the rain begins to fall. Distant warble of the elusive Dilophosaurus. We shall head down valley towards the mudflats. Yearly rainfall on the primer. In the absolute extreme. One of the wettest places known to man. The water droplets are large and loud. They fall freely across the island. The rain brings both sustenance and danger. The footsteps of a myosaur. This myosaur, while only a subadult, is still hugely powerful. Quite a specimen. Already, and not even fully grown. We bow to you, Maya, a mighty Maya of the plains, of the valley. Not as natural hunting ground or feeding ground. Maya is known as a very aggressive herbivore. They will actively hunt carnivores with an eye to protect the herbivores around them. Feared by Carnotaurus and Dilophosaurus alike. Rather unusual being to see here in West Rail Access Valley. Unconcerned with our presence, this distant relation to our modern-day moose continues its push towards the pond. You can see the natural light of the sun, its natural camouflage, perfectly suited, makes the Maya a deadly target for any hungry carnivore. One wrong move, the Maya can simply end it all. Let's watch now. So Maya heads to the pond for a drink. We drank happily at this pond. No Dinosuchus at this stage appears to be in these waters. The waters are still. The Maya, covered in mud and detritus, has travelled a journey to get here, pausing only briefly to drink. Lets out a mighty, moose-like call. The prehistoric moose continues. Just so happens to be heading down valley towards the mudflats. We'll continue our journey with this young Maya for now. Puffing and panting. It's a real effort to move that mass of muscle. Pteranodon flies overhead, swoops in low to check us out. Decides we are either not tasty or not interesting, and continues its flight. One of the Maya's favorite food types, the hibiscus flower. Its sweet nectar and pollen titillates the Maya's taste buds. Most of its diet devoid of natural sugars. The hibiscus flower, truly sought after by all Maya kind. Just be careful to maintain a modicum of distance here. You can see as the Maya lurches back onto its hind legs, giving us a display of its amazing speed here. And off. Before I could finish my sentence, the Maya is gone, demonstrating rather poignantly, how the Maya is feared by predators. What's this? A Diabloceratops. Another subadult. Brilliantly coloured.
It's showtime.
Quite an amazing natural camouflage pattern for the Diabloceratops. The Maya and the Dibble seem to have come to an uneasy truce, and are moving and migrating together for mutual protection from the carnivores that are sure to be abounding near West Rail access. Here comes a galley, Ferrari of the forest. And off they go. The Maya and the Dibble. An unlikely pairing. That pteranodon is just crash-landed at our feet. Only a young specimen, his colours just starting to show. Beautiful emerald green. Rather terrifying yellow eye. Pteranodon ruler of the skies here in Avroma. Experiments are taking place on the mighty Quetzalcoatl that is not yet ready to be released into the environment. For now, the Pteranodon rules the skies. Rather awkwardly, he tastes it. That immediately crashes into the bark tree. This young pteranodon, still coming to grips with his adult wings. The Maya and the Diabloceratops, taking a moment to perch on the hillside. Protective positioning, knowing what danger is around them. What's this? A second Diabloceratops has arrived. This one even more brilliantly coloured than the first. What a specimen, ladies and gentlemen. We are very lucky to be allowed this close to these mighty creatures. Quite incredible, really. Brilliant blue eye, matching his blue spots. Is a Sarah on the plains. Is not very happy with us being here. Let's back away from the Sarah. But Maya's going for the Sarah. What a turn of events. Great camera number 3 into the action. Maya simply chased the Sarah off. He's back. To the fight with the series. The Diddle coming in now as well. This is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. We're witnessing a giant fight here. The herbivores in a pack of series. Absolutely going for it. Oh. Unhappy with after that ribbon. And our commentary. As was expected. I admit we lasted longer than I thought we might. Excellent work, cameraman number 3. Now, to find cameraman number 4. Is anybody welcome in? I'm Aussie Freeman, here to replace Anzac for the evening. Cameraman 3 lives. Well, back skip up there. Cameraman 3. Unbelievable. Send me a teleport code, cameraman 3. because I am back at the swamps. So we can cross another couple off our list here, chap. They've documented the mighty Myosaurus and the Diabloceratops. And some truly incredible scenes. The fight for survival here in Obroma is constant for these dinosaurs. Herbivore or carnivore, you will need to fight. Either for food or for survival. Just 2 seconds here. We're using our fancy human technology. Teleporting back to the action. Camera number 3 is starving again. Beach preferred, sure. I think the Sarahs have won the fight. I know there's Carnos have shown up. We've now got a pack of Sarahs and a pack of Carnos, the mighty Carnotaurus we've not yet documented. This is what we live for, chat, and possibly what we die for. The Sarahs sitting on their kills. Happy with their "don't do it, Carno." Happy with their meal, Carno immediately killed us. Carnotaurus. Aussie Freeman. Modder, Aussie Freeman, thank you. Morgan Freeman is a distant cousin of mine. We thought that might have been our opportunity to document the mighty Carnotaurus. They weren't having it. Aggressive as always. Possibly hungry. You do not last long. They are back to Highlands. Cameraman number 3 has also met his end. I'm now hiring Aussie Freeman's documentary crew, cameraman number 4. Please step up. Back to West Rail access. Oh, I'm not sure, Modder. Sorry, Adobo. More of my son got suspended from school today, says Modder. Well played to him. What were the charges, Modder? Maybe we get free TPs as a human. Are you any closer to West Rail access than Highlands? Certainly our best bet at documentary Carnotaurus so far, despite immediate death. That's the first group we've seen. Way east, alright, I'll generate another code for you. Documentary narrator is no good without his cameraman. See if that works for you. Oh yeah. Welcome to the team, cameraman number 4. Nice to meet you. Chucking cheers and telling the teacher to F off. Wowee. Angry young man. He's 7. He did awful. Alright, now I think our game plan here for West Rail access. We'll try and avoid that pack of full-grown carnos. Obviously aggressive. If we can make our way down to the beach, we might be able to document a young juvenile carno. Ideally, they'll be less determined to murder us immediately. Little bit of a journey ahead of us, not too far away. Slip down the valley here. We might just stay in the jungle as we move away, move our way around to the beach side. Lots of juvenile Carnotaurus are known to be born there in West Rail access. LJ, thank you for contributing to the 24-hour stream goal challenge. Appreciate you, mate. So you're just coming up midday here on Overima. It's only a minor setback. Still plenty of daylight left for us to document the Carnotaurus. Like that, man. Thank you for contributing to the 24-hour stream goal challenge. Appreciate you, mate. Hi, I'm Aussie Freeman. Modder, thank you for contributing to the challenge. The elusive Dilo's calls are all around us here in the forest. Well adapted to hunting in the night, with incredible night vision. It's a rare sight to see a Dilo during the day. They'll be well placed to keep themselves out of harm's way. The full group of Growling Carnotaurus and Growling Ceratosaurus ruling West Rail access. The Dilos would be, well, faced to remain in the jungle. That does not help us in our documentary seeking requirements. So into the jungle we must go. A brilliant day, Modder. Thank you for asking. Work from home today. The Bonanza gets the night off stream. He's paid our fee. Stepped in to narrate. Squad life documentary for you all. Sounds of Apache in the distance. Is that one of the herbivores we haven't yet documented? Gonna stay in the forest this time. Just flirt with the edge of the jungle. The Carnotaurus and the Ceratosaurus, it seems, are best off documented from a distance. Ideally, without their knowledge. I'll pass on those kind thoughts to Anzac for you, Modder. Something calls. Carno spied. Out on the plains. The magnetic jaw of another dinosaur to document. They must stay stealthy. Stay hidden. And out of harm's way. We've lost you, cameraman number 4. Stego's just finished drinking at the pond. Let's go and have a little look. See if the Stegosaurus brings over any interested carnivores. Looks like one of the Carnotaurus has decided to have a go at the Stego and has met his end.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Aussie Freeman supports this message. Onward, cameraman number 4. To the beach. If we can find a little platform to set our camera up on, You might just be able to get up and out of harm's way from both the Carnotaurus and the Ceratosaurus. Mightily powerful, running along the ground. They do not have articulating ankles, either of the species. They cannot climb or jump. The smallest of lips can prove their undoing. It's got voice mod, Aussie mate. Can highly recommend. Aussie Freeman, exactly right, modder. You see those bodies still resting up on the plains there? The mire and the devil met their end. It's those two packs of carnivores. Right up the beach we'll travel towards West Access. Hopefully we can find some juvenile carnivores. Previously known as Herrera Nation, this section of Burma is a shadow of its former self. Back when the turtle migrations were abundant, Herreras would grow fat and happy along this section of the sandy shore. But with the extinction of the mighty sea turtles, it has fallen into seldom used territory. No, current version of the game Aussie mate, we're on Petits. Get busy living or get busy dying. The loss of the great turtle migration was sadly a blow to the carefully balanced ecosystem here on Avrima. Despite some die-off events, the ecosystem is rebalanced. Carnotaurus calls in the distance. A Dilophosaurus. Ark. A beautiful young specimen, already with natural green coloration. It must indeed be very hungry for it to have forced its way out onto the sandy shore. Possibly it doesn't know the danger of the Carnotaurus and Ceratosaurus packs that are hunting the beaches. In search of a meal, they will try to not become that meal. What a lovely specimen. Oh. Something this way comes. It is a Carno. Another Carno. Carno v Dilo. Only one outcome from this interaction. Young Dilo needs to seek cover. The open sands of the beach are not the place for this Dilo to take this fight. Meccano gives chase. What a knot from Meccano. Well played, Carnotaurus. Young Carnotaurus sings in victory. The Dilophosaurus's young life is finished. Carnotaurus digging for organs here. Seeking its best opportunity. Growing big and strong and joining its full-grown pack mates around a west rail axis. With every bite, the Carnotaurus grows stronger, grows faster, as its young legs gain muscle mass. With every hunt, he gains experience, gains better knowledge of how to kill its prey and survive. He sits to rest, face smeared with the blood of his victim. Another meal for Carno, another life lost on Avroma. Two sets, just changing batteries. Just changing batteries on the sound equipment. Arrive. The Carnotaurus with no reason to be aggressive here. Abundant food available for him. Rests peacefully in the afternoon sun. Do we count for the documentary purposes? Juveniles. Does that count as the Carno and the Dilo? Even though they were babies. I ask you, audience. Cameraman number 4 doing calisthenics in the field. Take shape. Cameraman number 4 says, yep, we do. They are 10 to agree, cameraman number 4. Any others we did are just bonuses from here. So we have documented all of the carnivores now. What is left on the list? Hypsilophodon, Pachycephalosaurus, and Dryosaurus, as well as the omnivore, the Bepiosaurus. So, we're going to west access, but we've actually achieved both the dinos that we were looking for by going up there, the Carno, and the poor dead Dilo. So we will turn back now and head further inland. Is that a raptor running through it? It's a Hypsilophodon. What a gorgeous specimen. Pink and red and white. Well, you gotta watch that split, cameraman. That would have been an excellent POV. The parrot of the island. What an absolute sweetheart. Gorgeous coloration to attract a mate. Its venom can blind even the largest of dinosaurs. purely a defense mechanism. The Hipsy can climb, as you can see there, to get it out of danger. Beautiful plumage. The cutest of little calls. And a wonderful display of its feathers. What a lovely wee creature. Almost out of place here on the Freeman, with its vicious hunters. One of our audience is pretty determined to get us to kick these type of sorts. They're simply here to document. They're not here to interact. They say take it upon themselves to do so. And off she goes, as quickly as it appears. The Hipsy disappears, back to whence it came, and another species crossed off our list. Our journey into Freeman continues. Cameraman number 4 hot on our heels. Just like to take this moment to thank everyone in the audience for their time this evening in what is, I admit, a somewhat unusual documentary stream. Your presence is greatly appreciated, each and every one of you. I'm certain Anzac will look back on the VOD and be pleased and encouraged by all of your support. Now, back to West Rail access, back to the mud flats, back to possible danger. Just adjusting Buddy's cam there. Make sure we've got the star of the show front and center. Copy that, Scotty. This section of the island is quite the dinosaur highway, a common migration route, and often a hunting ground. Voices of Apache ring out from up valley. My stomach grows thirsty. Let us head for the pond, cameraman number 4. We'll fill our stomachs with water, possibly come across the elusive Pachycephalosaurus. First, we shall inspect the body, a carcass ahead. Remnant from a recent battle. Giant Tana running through and completely missing cameraman number 4. Stay very quiet. Two full-grown Carnos, specimens both. Battle-scarred, mean-faced, with an overbite only a mother could love. The terrifying size of the speedy Carnotaurus in full view. Don't mention their arms. They're very sensitive about their arms. Great footage. Excellent work, cameraman number 4. Some might consider the Carnotaurus the apex predator out here on the Isle. The Ceratosaurus might have something to say about that, but as an lover of the Carnotaurus, I tend to agree. Perfectly designed for hunting small prey, such as myself and cameraman number 4. Their speed is truly unmatched here on the island. Absolutely gorgeous. Equal parts gorgeous and terrifying. And Aussie Freeman meets his end once again. You got the footage though, Hatobo. That's the main thing. Thank you, cameraman number 4. On to cameraman number 5. Think I recognize this compound. We're near the northern jungle. Maybe. Alright, change of direction now, chap. We only have 3 species left on our list. Pachycephalosaurus, Dryosaurus, and Bediosaurus. Now, we may cross a couple of these off the list at North Lake. The Pachycephalosaurus is known to frequent North Lake, and the Betty is known to frequent the lake itself. Cameraman number 5 is gonna need a few before he is hellied, and probably that cameraman number 5. Just sing out, and I'll send you the TP code, mate. Traveling without a compass is an interesting experience. Dinos have a natural ability to sniff out the way lines on a primer and find their way. We are at a sanctuary. Are we at the Northern Jungle Sanctuary? Believe we are. We're at the Northern Jungle Sanctuary that is not far from North Lake. The light is fading fast, however. Bees. Jurassic bees. Run, Aussie Freeman, run. Sanctuary is oddly quiet. Often the scene of juvenile death matches. Not a peep coming from the sanctuary today. Patchy. Raptor. Upward, onward. Copy that, Dixie. The knife's edge balance here on Vroma between life and death. Death comes for all, human or dino, stego or dryo, dino or PT, all are destined to die. It is how you live that counts, how you spend your hours here on the island. Our last 4 cameramen have spent their lives in the pursuit of science. To mount to document the inside of this dormant volcano. For science, we will drink from its waters. Understood to have healing properties, the mineral-rich waters of Mount Doom beckon us forward. The dinos know it too. All species seek to drink from the waters of Mount Doom. We hope to join them. Out before us lays the northeastern sections of Vroma. As the sun fades over the mountaintop, it slips down towards the ocean once again. Night begins to fall across the Vroma. Our intrepid documentarian cautiously, nervously, continues his journey. The volcano entrance just ahead. Last of the sun's rays, coming in through the dormant volcano's open top. It's streaming out. Truly sight to behold. I'm feeling privileged. Privileged to have been given the opportunity to explore this wondrous place. And here we are. The mineral-rich waters of the Mount Doom pond, fed by alluvial streams from deep within the Earth's crust. The appreciate your modder. Anzac did pay our fee, I admit. Probably do give him mates rates. Rehydrated, refreshed. Let us continue. Now, down to the plains of Northlake. We shall check the Raptor Rock, a common roosting place for many a jumping dino. Patchies, one of our target species, the Pachycephalosaurus, have been known to roost there. as well as the Gallimimus, that elusive wonder goose. And of course, as the name suggests, the terrifying omniraptor. You think production could have forked out for a bicycle, don't you? Bicycle would be enough production. You don't need a Jeep. Cameraman number 5, ready for heli drop. Copy that, cameraman, sending coordinates. Night vision coming on for viewers. I need to adjust the strength of the night vision. I think I'm going to have to. Let's put the extra super duper Duracell batteries in it. How's it look with the flashlight? Terrible? Oh no, it's not actually too bad. You can see a little bit on the edges at least. The shadow of Mount Doom here with no moonlight, however. There is simply no gamma to enhance. Once we step out into the moonlight on the plains beyond, should be able to see a little better. Is New Zealand Morgan still strapped? We have a pistol, but it doesn't do anything. Strapped, but we're carrying blanks. Raptor Walk ahead. Some look like there's any residents on Raptor Walk currently. Are our little legs gonna get us up on even this first walk? Oh yeah, we can. Beautiful. And we run and sprint to that one, or we can. Beautiful. Up uphill. I see the flashlight of a camera. Cameraman number 5 this way. The bark of raptors in the darkness. It's about as good as it's gonna get. What a leap. Truly an athletic sportsman, cameraman number 5. They're only here raptors. Haven't heard the Apache for a while now. Dorfake generally seems very quiet. T-Day, welcome in. Good to see you, mate. Let us head south. We're going to move through to the water treatment plant. I imagine those raptors are hungry and try and avoid them. I've already documented a little group of friendly raptors at water access. 3 full-grown raptors. It gave us a pretty brilliant display of their abilities. Luckily for us, but not hungry. Don't hear the noises of Betty's either. So we're going to hope Apache's down here towards water treatment. Like any good documentarian, we're going for a swim. We survived yet another river crossing. We'll head out around the corner here, down towards water treatment. We'll check the saltwater getting place in a popular patrol zone in there for the herbivores. Continue from there to the radio tower, and then on to East Swamp. Predator screams in the distance, breaking the night's silence.
Wiper, no swiping!
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. That's all you're getting out of me, Mona. Just in front of us here in the clearing. It's a common herbivore, gathering spot. All of their food types spawn here. Through here. Can be a great place for a bit of documentary filmmaking. This evening, however, all appears quiet. So we'll take this opportunity to have a quick bite to eat ourselves. Oranges. Human food. Cam check on number 5. Number 5 is alive. The best goddamn orange I've ever eaten. Something about the soil here on Avoma. Everything is tastier. Bigger. Better. More nutritious. No resident dinos in the food plot. We'll move down into the human compound now. When the humans abandoned Avoma, the dinos moved in, taking over most compounds for themselves. Compounds offer many of the herbivores safety. Heights they can jump on and crawl spaces they can get into. Being able to hide themselves from hungry predators. The water treatment plant here, one of the more popular regions for the dinos to congregate. We'll see what we may be able to document within its crumbling walls. One of our biologists is out here saying that the soil on Avoma is enriched by the volcanic ash from Mount Doom. Updates from back at home base from our resident biologist, Dr. Stanman. Maybe we can find some ammunition for our rather pathetic revolver. Let's check the waterway. Patchy. Where are you, Patchy? If only we could go back. Maybe if we fire our pistol into the air. No. Not making any brilliance. Patchy's closer. Where are you, Patchy? I hear him walking. He's walked straight past us somewhere. Can't even jump over the barrier. Okay, around we go. Did you spy the Patchy? Come home in number 5. Sounded like he walked right past us. The elusive Pachycephalosaurus. Not as inquisitive as the other species we've encountered here on Avroma today. Nervous. Nervous of the unknown. Even smell. Something it probably hasn't smelled before in its life. Stopped here briefly for a drink. Appreciate you, Modder. Enjoy playing Barbie, mate. We'll see you again. I copy that, Dr. Stan, man. Patchy. Seen? Ah, there. They did a soft speak to camera, ladies and gentlemen. Here we have the Pachycephalosaurus. Unassuming, but truly deadly. Feared by carnivores. The Patchy's head, sporting that giant armored spot, and break bones, break legs, arms, rib cages, heads. Moving into an aggressive stance, let's keep our distance. As he raises up to intimidate us. With a good turn of speed, he did not like the shine of cameraman number 5's camera. And just like that, he is gone. My hands are shaking, Cat. What an incredible moment. The elusive Pachycephalosaurus. Documented for the world to see. Excellent work, cameraman number 5. Its light begins to fill the sky once again. Another night survived. Two things left on our list now, chat. The ever-elusive Dryosaurus. Some say it is the unicorn of the Isle of Roma. And the Bepiosaurus. We have heard several Beppies back along the delta. So, we will continue our journey here to the radio tower and then into East Swamp. I don't believe the East Swamp biome harbors Beppies. But in the interests of documenting the island, we will lay our cameras upon it. A fairly unique biome for the island. The East Swamp is surrounded by jungle, with a sanctuary that licks up against its shores. It can prove to be a very biodiverse area. At the radio tower, which we will come across first, also another rich and abundant food plot for the herbivores. Many of the nutrient plant eating rich plants that they want to eat will grow there in abundance. In turn, of course, the abundance of fauna and flora attracts carnivores. Not uncommon to see carnos or seras patrolling the same route that our small documentary crew is on here today. Indeed, looking for the same creatures that we are looking for. But to eat, not to document. The infrastructure here on Ovrima, as you can see, is all in giant proportions, designed to separate these species, be controlled by us humans. When disaster befell this place, and the humans retreated, it did not take long for the walls to come crumbling down. Built to last generations, and fallen within days. Ovrima is now a dangerous, dangerous place. What's up, bud? On your bed, mate. There's nothing here for you. On your bed. Go on. Good boy. Good boy.
Welcome to Jurassic.
Ideas looking at me like, what the hell are you talking about? Cinematic Jurassic Park. Thank you, little Dixie. Emerging from the forest, from the canopy, brilliant sunlight filling our faces. 6 a.m. and the sun already climbing its way into the sky. Baking Ovrima. And everything that lives here. Apache has returned. Welcome back, Patchy. Rather muted natural skin color of the Patchy. It has really taken an interest in our cameraman. And now us. Rearing up, charging up its head butt. Just looks to intimidate. Certainly not threatened by me and my cameraman. He appears to be playing with us. Incredible scenes here. Incredible scenes. Cameraman is tight him and nipped from the Patchy. He nipped him just to give a taste, like a shark. The Patchy tastes with its mouth. trying to signal to the Apache they're of no threat. This is your territory, Pachycephalosaurus. And we thank you for allowing us to be in it. Imagine the Apache is migrating for food here. Usually this part of the Broma is teeming. The Apache, ladies and gentlemen, has brought us an orange. Can't quite believe what I'm seeing. The pea-brained Apache, quite often a dick, has decided to be friendly. To be rude of us not to accept his gift. Eat of the orange we shall. The Apache has returned with more gifts. That one's for you, cameraman number 5. Dr. Stamman confirms it's written in the literature of the Pachycephalosaurus, quite often a dick. Well, we might as well go and fill up cameraman number 5 while we've got the chance. Then we'll head over to East Swamp. Never mind, he's finished that bush off. After that orange, I'm actually doing pretty well for food. Let's continue to East Swamp. Ads coming up in a couple of minutes, chat. Watching those ads supports the documentary, of course. Supports Anzac Ace, who's having a break tonight. I'm very happy that Anzac is paying me a portion of that ad revenue. Appreciate you sitting through those. Now, 2 things we want to document here at East Swamp. Obviously, those 2 species we're still looking for, the Gyrosaurus and the Bethiosaurus. Gyrosauruses have been known to frequent the sanctuary here. But we also want to check a natural cave on the other side of the water here. It's a great little holding up spot. Dinos will find themselves grouping together. Thank you for the get up and stretch, Dr. Stanman. I'll take that opportunity now. Ads are coming in 30 seconds anyway, so I'll be a couple of minutes stretching my back while the ads are playing. We'll be back at the end of them. Thanks, chat. Back soon. Gentlemen over on YouTube, Turpus Maximus. Appreciate you, mate. Sorry I just caught those comments. Trust your treble well, my friend. Alright, welcome back, chat. Trusty cameraman number 5. Still following us along here. What a legend. Short Evan. Battle Royale incoming. Good luck to all participants. Fight. No residents in the cave today. This is funny, over. It's down to me and you, Evan. Come at me. I better not win this. If I did. Sorry, Anzac did. What a scammer. What a scammer Anzac is. Unbelievable. TJ's. The flashlight signal system works pretty well. Sounds of a young Badgie calling. We'll make our way up to the sanctuary here. Stop for water. Understood? I did not hear a croak, Evan. It's not to say there's not a croak here. We'll find out with our feet. Just dip a toe in. Raptor pack limit is 8. Wow, there is a giant raptor pack out there. Stalking the island, all 9 or 10 of them. They're clever, but they're not that clever. Not clever enough to be passed over by the eyes of the mighty of Roma gods, ensuring that the carefully balanced ecosystem stays in balance. Cameraman number 5 here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Flashlight lightation. Apache koi again. Pachycephalosaurus looking for its pack mates. Certainly terrifying individuals, Apaches, but even more so when grouped up in a pack. Folks, thoughts of the Tasmanian devil, Pachycephalosaurus. Bonking heads and taking names. See how close we can approach into the sanctuary. There are a couple of high spots we might be able to jump up and get some great footage. Just have to be careful of the bees. These Jurassic bees seem to like the taste of human flesh. See if we can get past the first hurdle we can. How deep can we travel before the bees attack? Just there. It's about as far as we can go. How much is it going to hurt us? Oh yeah, that's us at half. Run. Those bees are vicious. Ow, says cameraman number 5. I agree. Ow. Too good. Well, chat, I think that about draws to a close. Our documentary here. Like to thank cameraman number 5. Not the bees, not the bees. For an amazing effort, our cameraman today's captured 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's captured some incredible footage of these dinosaur species. The elusive Dryosaurus and the Brachiosaurus still elude us. They're the only things left on our list here. But our time on the island is drawing to a close. I'd like to thank each and every one of you out there that has viewed our documentary this evening. Very much appreciate all of you coming along, despite Anzac Ace's absence. Trust you've enjoyed yourselves spending an evening with Aussie Freeman. So we will take this opportunity to braid you out into another Isle channel. Go and check out some of those cameras that are strapped to dinosaurs. Actually see the dinosaurs in action. I think that's a great idea, cameraman number 5. Dexter B, welcome in, mate. Thank you for the follow. I'm not getting attacked by bees here. What the? Oh, just there I am. Okay, that's a hack. I remember that when I'm a full burn, Sarah. It was a pleasure working with you, cameraman number 5. Another Yes to be, thank you for the follow, very much appreciate you. I'm round tomorrow and check out Anzac Ace, won't you? There's all the socials for Anzac Chat, the Discord. You're all welcome to come and join the Discord, a great way to stay up to date on all things Anzac Ace. The YouTube and the Twitch, we're multi-streaming to both of those throughout the week. Twitch gets exclusive streams on the weekend, however, just so I can ensure I'm paying back my Twitch community with the best possible quality stream that I can muster. And a TikTok as well. YouTube and TikTok getting excellent shorts content from these longer streams. And you're more than welcome. At April Adobo, you are an amazing cameraman, mate. I very much appreciate you. So, you're all bloody legends. I have great things to report back to Anzac when he returns. Canadian Hussy, thank you for the follow on Twitch, you legend. Very much appreciate you. Yes, damn man, I've got the live on YouTube. We, as I said, during the weekdays, we're multi-streaming to both YouTube and Twitch, and then our Saturday and Sunday streams were exclusive to Twitch, just to ensure that you guys are getting the best possible. I almost ran into you guys, says Canadian Hussy. Hell yeah, what are you playing out there, Canadian? Appreciate you dropping through. Awesome, mate. Thank you, Canadian. Appreciate you. Alright. I flew into the water. Your flashlights freaked me out. Well, moving forward, we are endeavouring to stream every day here. With the dream eventually of streaming full time and then really streaming every day. But for now, we do have to work. We have to be in the office tomorrow, so you can expect another shorter stream tomorrow night, starting a little later. Probably starting around about now, maybe an hour ago. Tomorrow we will start, get another stream in here, likely going to be back into the Isle. We will take on the skin of a dino and we'll play around with that instead of the documentary that we've run here tonight. But it has been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you all and with Buddy. We'll jump over to another stream now. Are we going to go and raid into Rekona? An awesome Kiwi bloke, another wonderful Isle streamer. Believe he's playing on Petits as well. So smash that ready to raid if it pops up. We'll get over and show Rekona some love. Thank you, Canadian Hussy. I look forward to seeing you more in the future, my friend. Likewise, all the new follows we have this evening. Appreciate you all. Project Riveri, Dexter V, thank you so much. Everyone else that showed up. You're all OG legends. We've been streaming less than a year. I think it's fair to say it has far exceeded my expectations, even my wildest dreams. So those dreams have now shifted to streaming full-time, and you're all here on the ground floor in our first year of streaming to make that a reality. So stick with us. Aussie Freeman will make the odd appearance, and Anzac Ace will be back soon. Night one and all, you're all bloody legends. I'll catch you on the next one.